ViREO Life, author of Go Forward 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. And I just finished speaking at Living Sent at Union University. And there were two of the highlights that really people responded to, so I thought, I'm going to share these with my friends on Facebook. One was, we talked about 1 John 5:3, the commands of God are not burdensome. And the story with that is, there was a time in my life that I was struggling with which direction to go of, do I stay on at this particular organization I was involved in, and it was going to cause a lot of extra time and effort, and I really wasn't going to have time for it, but you know, I felt guilty for not doing it. And a friend of mine said, you know, how is that going to help you with the call that God has on your life? And I said, it's really not, but I still struggled with it. So I did the mature Christian thing at that point, and I said, oh, I'm going to, hey Darren, and hey Angela. So I said, okay, I am going to do the mature Christian thing, and I prayed, and I opened up my Bible, and wherever it fit, wherever it opened to, that's what I was going to, hey Suzanne, I was going to pay attention to what God said at that point. And God actually did give me some grace there. And what opened to was 1 John 5:3. The commands of God are not burdensome. So I encourage you today, if you are struggling with a decision about, do I want to do this or do I want to do that, and one of them brings you joy and energy and the other one is going to be a burden, go with the one that is a joy. Don't go with the one that's a burden, because his commands are not burdensome. The other highlight at the speaking event that people responded well to was, we are the temple of God. And there are a couple of reasons that God wants us to take care of our health. One is because we are the apple of his eye, and he loves us, and he is wild about us, and he wants to enjoy our lives. In 1 or 2 Timothy, one of those two, it says that God gave us richly all things to enjoy. And if you're dealing with back pain or headaches or neck pain or some type of illness or sickness, you're not able to enjoy life as well. So God wants you to enjoy life. That is one reason for taking care of your health. The other reason is because he has a purpose and a plan for you. And if you are not living out that purpose and plan because you are sick or ill and you could prevent it, that's not his will. He wants you to be healthy and well so that you can do what he has put you on this earth to do. One of the stories that I told them was when I was in 3rd grade. There was a visiting evangelist at a little church I was going to, a little revival we were having, and he was morbidly obese, and he was a hellfire and brimstone preacher, red face, sweat pouring off of him. And as a little 3rd grader, I was sitting there thinking, you know, God has a call in his life. I may not like the style of his preaching, but God has a call in his life, and he's going to either die early or he's going to be sick and not be able to accomplish what God has put him here for. So we want to be able to accomplish what God has called us to accomplish. Hey Wendy, we want to accomplish what God has called us to accomplish, and we want to enjoy our lives as well. And that's God's will for us. So 1 John 5:3, the commands of God are not burdensome, and the reason that God wants us to be healthy and well is for your own sake and also what he's called you to. Those are some of the highlights from the talk this morning. Shoot me some comments in the bottom if you've got questions or thoughts on either one of those, and I look forward to responding to them. I'm going to let y'all get back to your day because, and actually that's one reason I didn't do this before, because it was at 6 o'clock in the morning, and any of us who are in the Middle Tennessee area on Central Time, I didn't want to occupy you with the Facebook Live at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it's over now. The session is over now, so I'm getting on. And oh, and Wendy, I'm heading to Sumner County Women in Business meeting to speak there in a minute, so I'll see you there in a little while. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.